I really do hope that when finally Leon makes his grand indie game, that it doesn't suck. Oh, you poopity doopity. Oh, wow. Thank you, stair handles, for saving my guts. I never thought that a simple handle could save my arse. Thank you. Once again, thank you. And now we shall take over an APC. Maybe. I think. Is it? Ah. But indeed. Just after this chapter is my favorite chapter in all of the closure. The catwalk was, in my opinion, a scripting what is it called? Scripting mastery? Yes. But the next part, I just love. The place is atmospheric, the enemies are plentiful and varied, and okay, maybe not really. Oh no, they're actually pretty varied. First, you fight combined soldiers, and then you fight hunters, and then you fight vortigons, and then you fight antlions and the antlion guardians. Don't ask why the vortigons become enemies. Even I don't know. Even I don't know, I swear. You know, there's something that I keep thinking. The closure is known to be able to use custom coding, correct? I wonder why didn't they try to use the same code that Human Error tried to use for its APCs. Have you guys ever played Human Error, the modification? It uses a custom coding that allows players to be able to finally write this APC with its interface and everything. I wonder why the closure didn't do that. It would have been super awesome. We never get to write this thing in any Half-Life mod, and to be write them in one of these would have been really nice. Of course, such limitations can only be brought by Human Error, for now at least. Of course, that's the only one that I know. There could be other mods. Something that... yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. We are almost at the end, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally entered the area where the Borealis resides. Soon we'll be able to see just what happens to the Borealis and its contents. And what it contains, I mean. And we shall finally get this thing done. I do wonder what I'm gonna play after this. I do still have the promise of having to do Cthulhu Remod. So I guess I'll do a commentary walkthrough of that at some point. Like, look at that. I really like the particles. The smoke, I think fog, sorry, there's supposed to be fog. The fog effects and the combination of the hard-hitting snow and fogs, especially the ambient noise, really makes this a really great part in my book. Of course, I in general kinda like snowy places, even though I've never been to a snow place myself. Maybe one day. I'm still young, and maybe at some point I may be able to go to the faraway lands and finally get to see some snow. Real snow. Of course, it is only a dream and a plan. Humans can plan, but the powers of the universe are the ones responsible for whether or not the plans work or not. Or God, that could work too. Now, we see a couple of command soldiers here and there, but they've decided to hide for now because they apparently saw me coming out of the APC. Here's a hunter who didn't bother to fight me even though I'm at open sight. You coward! Oh, it's getting very framey here. It's because this... crates floating in the wind by an invisible force. Let me assure you that these crates are not brought by the wind, because there is no such thing as a wind settings in Half-Life. Unless you're forcing things using punk pushable, but then everything would have been pushed, including you. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Pushing props, and the crates disappear. Anyway, pushing props without pushing the player. That will be an interesting thing. we will get to access this room. But for now, we shall move forward and attempt to take a look behind us, because I think enemies will spawn from there. You have caused me to miss. No one likes someone who makes someone miss. You don't get to do that, mate. I get to do that. Oh, so you decide to point out that I'm using many enemies now, Leon? Like, 5 minutes ago you didn't do that, and now you do? Okay. Okay. You know, I'm starting to think about it. Maybe the many enemies thing isn't exactly something that Leon intended to have. Maybe it's just as a setting, point out. Like, here's to point out to Leon himself that, hey, I'm currently using the main enemy setting now. I still think that it would be a way better idea to have it turned off for players, because that thing really distracts. And anything that distracts the players from the experience, in my opinion, are something that is not good. I think there's a combine over there. Over here, actually. Let's give him a nice surprise. He managed to hide. You lucky bastard. You decide to point. That's why you die. Nobody likes to point. Nobody likes people who points at things. Except Mother. She likes me to point at things. She likes to point at things she wants me to destroy. Anyone get that reference? Yeah, probably not. Unless you're really close to the Half-Life modding community, a lot of these references are completely missed. Still sad for the people who are unfortunate enough to not know about the Half-Life modding community. Or modding community for games in general. A lot of people, especially critics of games, decide to play games and then immediately forget about them afterwards. And I find that really unfortunate, because there is so much potential that a game could make. AAA developers choose to not give their games level editors for reasons. Or they give level editors and they're just limited. For instance, did you guys know that Tomb Raider... No, not the new ones. The older ones, actually. I think it was from the first one all the way to Chronicles. Has actually a level editor. Every single one of them. So you can make maps for them all by yourself. People have created so much great custom levels that can compare even to the powers of Core and Crystal themselves. And boy, they are a blast to play. Nothing can really beat the oldies, though. Though they do get really fantastic at some points. I think the modding community for Tomb Raider has evolved so much that despite having using the quote unquote tank controls of the original, they use such high graphical things now. HD models or very great looking environments are very much possible with that engine now. An engine that people would glance over in a second thought in the olden days. Here's another hunter. Who decide to spawn in front of me for reasons. Are you trying to run me over? Do better. You know, I absolutely don't understand why a lot of these enemies are given like special moments. These guys, we fought them numerous times before, Leon. Like the APC, we fought like 2 of them in the earlier levels, and you decide to make it such a epic and slow-mo for that one. It's not even more powerful, it still dies in 4 hits, and then there's this hunter who dies in the same amount of hits you would a normal hunter would. And you make a build-up of them. Maybe, in a way, maybe this was supposed to be like the earlier levels, but Leon decided to change it for reasons. We shall never know. Well, unless Leon decided to say his thoughts during the creation process. I keep wondering if the developer commentary does include his commentary. I'm not quite sure yet. I will check in a bit. after I'm done. I do not appreciate you ambushing me. Come out. Come out. Okay, if you don't want to come out, I'll flush you out. Can I open the door? I wonder if I can shoot. Nah, I can't shoot through that. Really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. Anyone here? No? Now, this is one of the cases where you need to approach a certain part before enemies come out of another part. Oh dear, might as well. There ain't gonna be a Strider for a while. And even when a Strider arrives, there's a perfectly usable rocket ammo crate for them. So, might as well use it for now. Anyone here? Nah. It should open now. Appearing on Cycleon, I can see them. Any more? Any more? Ah, batteries. Who would have thought that I would find a battery in a very... Whoa, that was a mistake. A man hack this pathetic and I had to use that? Ah, what a shameful display. Oh my god, what is happening? Ah, the mirrors, they're breaking! They're showing me the world! Let's not, oh, let's not. That's dreadful. I wonder if that's an intentional thing or it's... I wonder if it's something that's intentional or if it's actually is broken. Half-Life mirrors are never really that popular in the first place. A lot of people, even in the Gold Source era, decides to simply make a mirror of the room and adding a simple additive settings to them. So yeah, if you see a mirror in Gold Source, it's not real. It's just the same room copied, pasted, and then having a glass over them to make it look like it's a mirror. It's not. Don't be fooled. If there's any other games that do that... Oh, you bollock-licking son of a Combine advisor. Did I just seriously load back here? Oh, I do apologize. I need to drink something. My cup is starting to pop up again. And where are you guys going? So, I'm gonna pause it here for a while. Talk to you guys in a bit.